Whatever stands in our way, we will defeat it.
These are just some of the shows nominated for Outstanding Drama at the Emmys this year. You're going to have to wait until Monday night to find out who wins, though. NBC pushed the award show back a day to avoid conflicts with Sunday Night Football. Well, that explains why I couldn't find it earlier. Anyway, the Emmy Awards are being praised for the number of diverse nominees this year. But what about the people working behind the small screen? Well, the percentage of Hollywood writers who are minorities might surprise you. As Zulekha Nathoo tells us, the system is slowly starting to change.
I came here for high school.
This film kick-started the career of Star Trek actor John Cho 20 years ago, an indie made for less than $100,000.
But I don't have a green card here.
Canadian Quentin Lee co-wrote and co-directed the film Shopping for Fangs. He says back then, the diverse cast made it difficult to land a studio deal.
I think that was really ahead of its time. I would say 1997. But finally, I feel like people are getting it.
So much so, the movie was re-released last year. But despite more demand for representation, voices like Lee's are far from the norm in writers' rooms. Out of Hollywood's top-grossing films in 2016, people of color represented 8% of writers. That's according to UCLA's latest Hollywood Diversity Report. For TV, it was a little better at 15%. But to actually have proportional representation, there would have to be more than twice that number of TV writers and almost 5 times the number for film writers.
In terms of volume, the numbers aren't really increasing.
Trayvon Free was nominated for an Emmy this year for writing on Samantha Bee's late-night show Full Frontal.
A lot of times in this business, people get hired because of who they know. And it's like most white male writers know other white male writers.
Some of his fellow nominees are trying to change that. Creator and star of Atlanta, Donald Glover, has an all-black writing staff. And Insecure's Issa Rae has her own production company to foster diverse talent.
You have so many of my peers and people that I look up to who are taking the reins now and saying, look, we got a chance to make our shows, so now we're going to hold this door open and make sure that other creators can do the same thing.
To keep that door open, inclusion consultant Sue Obeidy's organization works with productions featuring Muslim characters, like The Looming Tower and Jack Ryan.
We've seen an uptick in studios asking for Muslim screenwriters. We're not where we need to be, but we definitely have turned a corner.
It means Lee can finish a script he started 10 years ago.
So I'm rewriting it and unwhitewashing the characters.
Hopefully, he says, this one will be an easier sell. Zulekha Nathoo, CBC News, Los Angeles.